anyway, anything to get more fan participation. Colin?
Those are excellent ideas. So to recap, the first idea put out by Uncle Mike was a format idea. I do agree that one problem is that sometimes fencers are eliminated from a competition, they hit the showers and they leave. So by the time the finals come around, very few people are there to watch. And having some kind of a format, a team format like Uncle Mike suggested, that encourages people, gives them incentive to stay, would be a good idea, I think. Other format changes or format ideas might be, we could use a boxing model. So for instance, if you're the champion, you just fight the number one contender, so one match. Another format difference or idea would be actually something that Roland mentioned a few months ago, a handicap tournament in which fencers would handicap themselves with regard to the other fencers. They predict whether they'll beat a fencer or lose to him and by how much. And that is put into the computer. And if you beat the average of everyone's prediction for you, then you rise up through the rankings and finish higher. So that's format ideas. Roland then mentioned simplifying right of way and having a computer be the referee. Now, I think that is an excellent idea. And it would make for much, much more consistent refereeing. If it's simplified, it may not be that interesting at the highest levels. No, there's not as much subtlety. And then what was the last idea that you had? Oh yeah, maybe cheerleaders or pageantry. Right. So for instance, I'm a fan of fencing, but I'm not so much a fan of, say, football and baseball. So I do like to go to football and baseball games, but I have to admit that what I like about them is the pageantry, the cheerleaders, the hot dogs, and the Blues Brothers impersonators. Right. So I'm all for have pageantry, a sideshow, the sizzle, not improving the substance of fencing, but the sizzle. Do you have more ideas?
Yeah, I think we could also have maybe a skills challenge type event going on for those fencers that are in between bouts or have a long time to wait. They could go over and hit a machine that shows how accurate they are on their touches. If they're very accurate, then a referee goes into the dunk booth, something like that, just to give it a little bit of flair, similar to the Coliseum events. So anyway.